TorahCafe.com.
What I was thinking is yellow. I thought yellow for this. A quarter of a cup. I'm making a little more than one recipe because we are quite a few. For every possible reason. Even to boil pasta just by yourself. If you have room and budget for both, buy one long and narrow to boil water or to make chicken soup because you want to skim it faster. You'll save 5 seconds. That's the only reason why narrow and deep exists. Otherwise, by all means and for absolutely everything, buy yourself a shallow and broad pot that you understand what's going on. Okay? Leeks, garlic, everything in the food processor. Everything. Garlic, how much? I'm putting a little more.
6 large.
Okay, now let's talk to the Long Island contingent. And no hard feelings. Don't outsmart me. I don't have to know. I will never know. But you will cheat on yourself by saying, garlic powder. Okay? Since you have so many newcomers, I'm going to take a chance and tell you my famous line. Look at me. A fan bought me this. Somebody told me at a recent demo, you're going to laugh, but it's not on that person's time. You can appreciate why I tell you the story. I exhort the crowd. Somebody asked me, if I ever run out of garlic powder, do you think I can settle for fresh? I think she can't settle for fresh. She must settle for fresh. She's not settling. I think she must throw away. Plus, she'll never run out. Garlic powder, let me see them. Garlic powder will last. It's this big and it's $3. It costs nothing because it's worth nothing. You understand? What do you do and how do you peel it? The recipe is the least part of it. What I want is the mindset. Look, here, 1, put gloves. I also don't like the smell of garlic. My son told me a very cute story yesterday about this guy who made a song, about a Holocaust song, Hasidic song. Heart-rending. A heart-rending song. Beautiful. Yeah, show them. And they stuck, but we're going to separate them.
Oh, they look beautiful. Very nice.
Put them back for 30 seconds. Go and babysit them. Larissa, put them back for just 30 seconds, half a minute, and take them out. Laura.
I'm going.
Stay there. So I tell you, I take you out of the doghouse. Okay? Everything with the food processor. Everything. Look. I minced garlic. For I don't know what reason, chefs do not share with you that you can very, very, very nicely do a lot of things in the food processor. They just don't. It's regrettable. I don't know why. But I can assure you, they tell you it's not going to be calibrated right. You put a little at a time, and let's see how it's going to be calibrated. You pulse onion, pulse. Cuisinart is wonderful. Put it in, edame. Okay, what else am I putting in? Onion, celery. Peel it, just like you would peel a carrot. I already did this. Dame los pepinos, por favor. Esto, pimientos. Bien, okay. Celery, everything pale. Okay, a cuchillo. I don't need to put one by one. Bien. Look, everything will get done here. You want an easy way to peel yellow pepper? Look. Think in front of you. Think. That's it, they're out. Bring them here. Somebody's going to wipe them out. You see that? Wash them first, then do this. You know what's going to happen? Not one solitary seed I'm going to take with me. Nothing.
Oh, there's another way. You can also cut the top and cut the bottom.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah, there is another way. Don't steal my show, you hear? There's another way. Look, one, come as close as possible to the edge, pull, one piece, boom. I prefer my way. You don't need it to look. I tell you why. Because I avoid that last step. I don't need all 4 yellow peppers. Look. Fabulous. And it's nice. Okay, wonderful. One very, very simple soup. Very simple. Oops, sorry. What am I missing? Zucchini. I want to saute all this. If I ever hear that you put bouillons in it, I'm just going to sit and cry for my creation, for what you did to it. So don't let me know. Somebody served me a piece of cake that she said, "Isn't it delicious?" It was not. I said, "It's delicious." I was a good guest. She was not a good hostess. She winked at me and she said, "Duncan Hines." I said, "Da." No kidding. Okay, pone aquí. You invited me for dessert. You're making one thing, I'm making everything else. Make a real cake, for crying out loud.
Well, maybe that's why she has.
They're so scared that they went and bought a Duncan Hines. They could at least have been scared to the point of making a real cake. Plus, you're not saving anything. That is the great. That's why I recommend to you, because I exhort the crowd in that book about the real thing being easier than the not real thing. I recommend that little book with the CD, DVD.
So this you don't peel?
No. No. I want to look how beautiful it's going to look.
9 cups of water.
Okay. 9 cups water. Tiene agua caliente, por favor, dame. De la máquina. Pone aquí. Oh, no. Pone aquí, está mucho mejor.
How high do you keep the flame?
When you saute, you want high. You want to get rid of the moisture, otherwise you're not saute. Saute means cooking at high flame, uncovered, until you dispose of the moisture. No. Okay, pone esto aquí. Don't let me down. Doesn't matter. Bien. Okay. You see that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Everything gets done. The food processor is my workhorse. It must be yours too. Again, if my pot was this large, it would be my pot for everything else. It would be deeper, and I would be making my soup right there without transfer. The idea is as few utensils as possible. 2, 3. I'm going to put 3. 1, 2, 3. I have 3. Wonderful. That's it. What comes next? Okay. Water. Pone todo aquí. Now, another little chef's trick which I share with you in my cookbook, Levana's Table. I replicate as faithfully as can be replicated the feel of chicken broth by using white wine and white miso paste. If I wanted to replicate beef broth like in onion soup, I would put red wine and dark miso paste. Certainly not bouillon. No, it's a bean paste. This one, now, miso paste is a bean paste. The darker the paste, it's a fermented bean paste. It's deep, and the fermentation gives it a great layer of color. Health food store. Everything in the health food store. No. No más. How much wine did I tell you?
2 cups.
Corn, try your best for fresh. Put the cobs in. We will take them out later. The cobs give a great flavor. Wonderful flavor.
Vegetables. Do we want to turn up?
No. How much miso paste did I tell you?
1 cup.
A little more. It's wonderful. You'll see. Look, scrape it like this. Now, what if I don't find fresh corn? That's a good question. Because it could be the month of January and you don't have. So I said settle for frozen if you must. Look. You see that? It's as simple as that. I am throwing the cobs in the soup and I'll fish them out before I cream it partially because the cobs have a wonderful flavor. Wonderful flavor. Okay? This has been sauteed. It looks wonderful to me. And we're going to throw it here. Mira, pone todo aquí. Todo aquí. And we're going to cook this for about, half an hour? Shh. I'm missing a few things. See, let me say something to you. I can't compete with you, but again, I'm going to tell you that if you don't conduct your conversation superimposed on my class, I will share a lot more information with you. A lot more. For instance, now that you are all very nice and quiet, I'm going to share with you about turmeric. Turmeric is the most, I won't go into it because we have a big class here, not in great depth, is the biggest antioxidant, anti-inflammatory that ever exists. It leaves everything in the dust. It leaves green tea in the dust, it leaves chocolate. Maybe it's not as delicious as chocolate. We want chocolate. But it is such a miracle food.
How much did you put in?
A teaspoon or so. Oh. It does not need it in the recipe. But I wanted a chance to tell you that every chance you get, throw in some turmeric. Because it is so now you can buy turmeric, vegetarian formula, so it'll be good and kosher. Saffron. I'm going to cook this half an hour, all of it, and I will end it with things that do not cook. Milk, a pinch of nutmeg, a pinch of cayenne, and grated cheese. Bay leaves. If you have near you Latin stores, Puerto Rican stores, Mexican stores, they always sell ground bay leaf. And it is wonderful because it disperses so perfectly in the soup. You don't need to fish it out. It will give it more taste and more uniformly. Okay? And this is what this was. Dairy, I don't have my immersion blender, but the immersion blender is the most genial thing you could come up with naturally, because you don't have this. You just go right in, and when I say you cream about half, when about half the mixture looks cream, you stop creaming, right? Okay, little by little. Remember, this is hot, so get coordinated. Right. Let's see, what do we need? I'm going to cream this completely and leave some of it untouched. Beautiful. I want the chowder look. I want that texture. Beautiful. Everything creamed I'm going to put here, and then I'm going to even out the whole soup. A little cayenne, little nutmeg. Very good. Very good. Little nutmeg. Yes.
What
What if you don't want dairy? I mean, can you just have what you made?
You stop where you are and you put maybe a little soy milk. That's it. You stop. Well, wonderful. Exactly. That is the idea. You can put soy yogurt, soy sour cream. Soy sour cream will make it too caloric. Okay. What am I missing now in the soup? That's enough. Milk.
Milk and cheese.
Cheese. I beg you. Skim milk will be okay too. I beg you, no pre-grated cheese. It's not going to be good. That's the whole problem. It's not going to be good enough. Okay? Very good. Now this I have all mixed. Beautiful. Let me take out a little so I can add my cheese. Only because my pot is small. I made about 1.5 of your recipe. Everything is in. Okay, what am I missing? Cheese. You have many lazy ways to grate cheese. Here I have goat cheese. Wonderful. You don't have a grater, your food processor is powered, no problem. Here is a very lazy way. Anything not to buy it pre-grated. Pre-grated cheese turns rancid, for one thing. And as soon as it's exposed, as soon as the gratings are exposed, it just loses all its interest. All. Okay? Goat, cheddar, or any other strong cheese, because you'll go further. You need less. You understand? You need less. Anytime you're making a cheesy dish, use the strongest possible cheese because you'll get a lot more mileage. Practically speaking, it means that you need less to make it flavorful. What are the benefits of this? It's less caloric, less rich. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. Beautiful. It's going to be fantastic. How much cheddar did I tell you to put?
2 cups.
Beautiful. I'm almost ready to eat. I don't have any salt whatsoever in this recipe because between the miso and the cheese, I have plenty going on with cheese. Of course, this is going to be delicious.